What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today is going to be a pretty darn funny video because EA just went ahead and put out the most ridiculous tweet I think I've ever seen in my whole life, and the backlash the backlash from the community on this post is just straight up perfection. Now, if you go ahead and look at the screen really quick, I'm going to put it up here. I'm sure you guys probably already saw this post, but if you didn't, like I said, I'm going to show it to you guys. EA put out a tweet saying, there are a 10, but they only like playing single-player games. Now, for those who don't know, this is a meme, basically. They're saying that, oh yeah, they look fantastic, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful, but they only like to play single-player games. So that's, a major turnoff. And, oh boy, like I said, when the community was pissed about hearing this statement, I gotta say... because the thing about it is that I know that this is just a joke, this isn't very serious, but God, this is just pure stupidity on the end of the social media managers over at EA. I mean, just the concept and even putting this tweet together and then thinking about posting it to the public is just mind-boggling. I mean, the same company that just went ahead and posted this tweet also went ahead and published this game right here that you guys are watching, Battlefield 2042. Which, as they're saying here, they're saying that all single-player games are pretty much bad. Well, here we are. Here's their first example right here. Battlefield 2042, a multiplayer-only experience, an online-only experience. Yes, you can play by yourself, but it's going to be with bots in the multiplayer realm. There is no campaign. There is no backstory. There is nothing else to this game besides a multiplayer. And guess what the hell happened to it? I mean, I don't even have to explain. Just go look at the player count of this freaking disaster game. Go look at the content that they dropped to us after 8+ months, and you tell me how successful a multiplayer-only game is turning out for you guys. And I'll be honest, I'm not much of a campaign guy. I'm not much of a single player guy. I love multiplayer games. I love playing with other individuals. I love talking to people across the world. I love, competing in FPS games. It's tons of fun in my personal opinion. But having a campaign does not mean the game is going to be trash. Having a campaign can only add better benefits to Battlefield 2042. At least if Battlefield 2042 had a campaign, there'll be something that people could still play. There will be a reason to purchase into the game, because even if the multiplayer is trash, they could still get a good storyline behind it. And also behind the campaign, it will literally explain the war that we're fighting in, the specialists that are in the game. I mean, I don't know a damn person up in this game at all besides Irish, and they just haven't even bothered trying to explain anything. But guess what? If it was a campaign, all the characters would be explained, the reason that we're fighting this stupid-ass war would be explained, everything would be understandable within Battlefield 2042. But again, EA says that single-player games are bad, You're not a 10 if you like to play single-player games. So far, one of the best responses so far is by the GOAT himself, Dave, the head man behind Bad Company 2, saying they're 10, but they only think multiplayer games sell. I mean, come on, you could have not had a better response. Nothing but facts. And that's how EA is thinking right now. And you could tell with the direction of Battlefield 2042, they stripped campaign. They truly think this. And like I said, you could think it's a meme as much as you want. I know it's a joke. I know they're trying to make people laugh and, cause a little stir up in the community and stuff like that. Get likes and get their tweets out there and all that crap. That's the whole point of being a social media manager, right? But at the end of the day, whether it's a meme or not, you could tell that is 110% the direction that EA is trying to take, especially with some of their top tier franchises. And the funny thing is that the majority of the games that are popular this year, the majority of the games that are selling like crazy are not the FPS games, even though they had made money, but they made money off of clickbaiting the community. Battlefield 2042 made cash off of finessing us, making us think that it's Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. So that's why they made money. But all of the legitimate sales that don't require clickbaiting have been all off of single player games. I mean, Elden Rings just absolutely stomped out the whole gaming community. It's at the top of the world, and that is strictly single player. Now, yeah, of course you can go ahead. There's some multiplayer aspects to Elden Ring that you can go ahead and play. But let's be real here. What is the main purpose of the game? It's a single player experience. I would say multiplayer is a little add-on, but the main mode that the company and developers worked on was a single player campaign vibe. I mean, shoot, even games like Call of Duty, which obviously, the main selling point for a COD game is multiplayer, but their campaigns are always made with so much love, so much passion, and you could tell that even over multiplayer, campaign probably gets the most attention and the fattest, the biggest budget out of their cash. I mean, the detail that they have in these campaigns nowadays between the cutscenes and just the technology they are able to use is out of this world. You could tell that campaigns are, in fact, single-player experiences are, in fact, a very crucial crucial part to the gaming scene. Call of Duty would not be Call of Duty if it didn't have its campaigns, and that goes for all of them. Even the worst of the campaigns, they are still required for a full $60 product. And still to this day, even though I'm on PC and I can play modded lobbies and stuff like that, and I can get full populated multiplayer experiences on all games like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Call of Duty 4, World at War, I gotta play all the GOATs 24/7. But at least for console, one of the main things that we're still able to do, you know, if you want to hop back onto your PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, if lobbies aren't active, if there's too many cheaters, one thing that you can always go back and experience is the campaigns. I mean, shoot, why do you think they remastered Modern Warfare 2 and they didn't even bring in the multiplayer? They just remastered the campaign for Modern Warfare 2. I mean, campaigns, single-player experiences are nothing to joke about. They are very crucial for the gaming scene, and if they were not an experience, gaming would not be as big as it is today. And it's actually really funny to me how oblivious EA is to the situation, because even their newly hired devs like Vince Zampella, you know, one of the GOATs who made Apex, Titanfall, you know, the OG Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 2, you know, an absolute legend in the industry, even goes ahead and facepalm responds back to this post here, because It's just stupid. It's stupidity. It doesn't make any sense. And then, like I said, it shows the lack of knowledge EA truly has. And it makes me think that the reason that Battlefield 2042 flopped is because of EA. They don't know anything about their games. They go ahead and hire a GOAT like Vince Zampella and then right away go ahead and say that campaign single-player games are absolute garbage. Hello? This man made Titanfall. This man put together Modern Warfare 2, one of the best campaigns in the whole franchise. I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't understand how they could actually put this out. I mean, go ahead and look at this tweet by Tooth Pete. He went ahead and said, imagine being a social media manager for this company, thinking it was a good idea to say this on Twitter. And these are the reviews of two of your most recent multiplayer versus single player games. Battlefield 2042 getting obliterated. And then Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order just popping off. Great scores all around. I mean, I'm at a loss of words here. I'm truly at a loss of words. This company really thinks that single player is not the way. I mean, even back in the day, games revolved around single player. The multiplayer experience, honestly, was the secondary thing. You know, all of the maps that were in multiplayer, all the guns that were in multiplayer, all the characters, everything were coming from single player. If you didn't play single player, you wouldn't recognize the maps. You wouldn't recognize, you know, the factions and the individual characters that are running around fighting. You wouldn't know anything if you didn't play the single player. That's what games used to revolve around. And then the multiplayer helped the game last longer. You know, you would purchase into a game to try out the campaign, and then the multiplayer will help you last the extra year or two until they can go ahead and put together another game. That's how it's always been. Nowadays, it's like they're trying to push for multiplayer to be the only thing in the game, no campaign, because, I mean, I guess that's what they see. They see that multiplayer lasts the longest. You know, it's the go-to for everybody, because obviously you're not going to sit there and play the campaign 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times over and over and over again. You know, it's something that you'll play once, maybe, you know, come back a half a year later, maybe a full year, play it again, you know, something of that sort. So certain games need a multiplayer experience for them to actually thrive on. But just because they thrive from multiplayer games afterwards doesn't mean that that's the only thing you need to make a game good. And to be honest, I feel like Battlefield 2042 is the perfect example of this, because that's what they did. They went strictly with multiplayer. They didn't bother putting out a campaign. They didn't even bother giving us a backstory. Hazard's was completely cut. We didn't get any more mini movies over on YouTube. They cut it all. It's strictly a multiplayer game. And like I said, you already saw the scores for this game. The user scores are 2.0, the meta scores are 68, and still to this day, it's not enough content to even keep me interested for longer than an hour while playing this title. The game actually got hit so damn bad that EA put Marcus Leto in control of his own studio. This man is starting from the ground up, hiring tons of new people onto his team to work on a brand new campaign experience within the next Battlefield game. And he's hiring individuals who are going to be extremely passionate, not only for designing games, but also for the Battlefield franchise, who know the core vibes that this game is supposed to have. So that alone tells me that campaigns are crucial. They are crucial, whether we like it or not. They are very important pieces of the puzzle when it comes to making an overall complete game. I mean, shoot, one of the most popular franchises in the whole universe. I'm not even going to say this world. I'm going to say universe, because I guarantee if there's some other people out there, they're going to love this game too. GTA. What makes that game so poppin'? Yes, multiplayer is a blast, and that is what makes it live on for so long. But I still know people, till this day, who play GTA for the campaign. The campaigns are crucial. EA has lost their damn minds. I don't know what's going on here, but if this is seriously the direction that they want to start pushing all of their products, then they're going to be completely screwed. Again, I think it's a joke, I think it's a meme, but my god, the backlash, it's not even just between the community like me and you, but it's between the actual developers, the top dogs. Like, people are looking at this and thinking, what the hell is wrong with them? So, don't think that we're alone here. Everybody thinks EA is absolutely nuts on this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with us, please do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, do over on Twitch. Link that in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.